Hey there! If you're looking for a dog trainer in Petaluma, you are in the right place. We're going to walk through how to find a great one, specifically for life right here in our town.
So here's what we'll cover. We'll look at why training in Petaluma is a little unique, then get into what your dog actually needs. After that, we'll talk about how to pick the right trainer, what it might cost, and of course, the best local spots to practice. All right, let's get started. First up, what's so special about training for life here in Petaluma? Having a dog in Petaluma is a pretty fantastic experience, right? And with the right kind of training, you can open up so much more of our city for you and your best friend to enjoy together. Think about it. You could be at the busy downtown farmers market without your dog pulling like crazy. Or maybe taking a calm walk on our historic streets, or just chilling in Walnut Park. These are the moments where good training really pays off. It lets your dog be a great part of the community. Okay, so next step. Before you even start searching for a trainer, you've got to figure out what you're actually trying to accomplish. So take a second and think, what's the one thing that needs the most work? Are we talking about mastering the basics, or is it something a little more challenging? Just knowing that will make your search so much easier. Yeah, a lot of us are dealing with these same kinds of things. It could be the constant leash pulling when you're walking downtown, or maybe your dog jumps all over your guests. Or hey, maybe you just got a new puppy and need help with socialization. Figuring out your main goal is, well, it's step one. And you've got options for how to get this training done. You can see private lessons are super popular. That's for that focused one-on-one attention. Group classes are awesome for practicing around other dogs. And things like day training can be a huge help if your schedule is packed. Okay, you know what you need. Now, how do you find the right professional for the job? Let's talk about what to look for and what you should be asking. One of the big ideas you'll hear about is positive reinforcement. And really, all it means is rewarding the good stuff, the behavior you want to see. It's a really effective, humane way to train that builds a fantastic bond of trust between you and your dog. Okay, don't let all these letters scare you. This is just a quick guide to those certifications you might see. A CPDT-KA is a great all-around trainer for general skills. But if you're dealing with something more serious like a lot of fear, you might look for a specialist with a CBC-CKA. Basically, these credentials just show that a trainer has put in the work and is serious about their education. So when you're actually talking to a potential trainer, here are some key things you'll want to ask. Definitely ask about their methods and make sure you're comfortable with them. Ask how they'll create a plan that fits your life here in Petaluma. And a really big one is asking what you need to do between lessons. For those tougher behavior issues, it's also a good idea to see if they're willing to work with your vet. All right, let's talk about the financial side of things. It really helps to know the typical costs in our area so you can budget for the right kind of training help. So, for a single private lesson at your home, you're probably looking at somewhere in this ballpark. It's a good baseline to have in mind for that kind of personalized one-on-one help. This chart gives you a better sense of the different packages. You can see a group class for a few weeks is usually the most budget-friendly way to start. Buying a package of in-home visits often gives you a better deal per session. And then the more intensive programs, like a board and train, are a bigger investment for a more immersive kind of training. Okay, so you've hired a trainer, but the work doesn't stop there. The real magic actually happens with what you do between your sessions. That consistent practice is what makes everything stick. And hey, we live in a fantastic place to practice. You can work on Come at Lucchese Park, or try practicing a nice loose leash walk along the river trail when joggers and bikes go by. Or what about teaching your dog to ignore all the tempting birds at Schellenberger Park? Each spot gives you a new, real-world challenge to work on. Because that's the goal, right? It's not just about having an obedient dog. It's about having a confident dog, and you being a confident owner. A dog that can handle different situations calmly is a dog that gets to be a bigger, better part of your everyday life. Here's to calm walks on the river trail and just relaxing at a downtown cafe with your best friend. We wish you the best in finding the perfect training partner for your journey. Having that well-trained dog really does enrich your life in so many ways, at home, around town, and with all the family and friends you have.